The sky above the planet Zorith was dark and strange. Two suns shone weakly through the thick purple clouds. The air was heavy, filled with the smell of strange flowers and burning metals. Emma, a human mother, held her child tightly as they walked carefully among the jagged rocks. She had traveled far from Earth, sent on a mission to explore alien worlds. But what she found here was beyond her imagination. Suddenly, a small, glowing creature darted between the rocks. It was tiny, no bigger than a rabbit, with shining blue eyes and thin, delicate wings. The creature froze when it saw Emma. It seemed afraid, yet curious. Emma crouched down, speaking softly. "It's okay. I won't hurt you." The little alien tilted its head, studying her carefully. Just as Emma reached out her hand, a deep, horrifying roar echoed through the valley. The ground shook and rocks fell from the cliffs. A huge alien predator appeared, taller than a human and covered in thick, armored scales. Its eyes burned red and its claws scraped the stone. Emma's heart pounded. She knew she had to act fast. The small alien creature froze in fear, its tiny wings trembling. Emma quickly picked it up, holding it close to her chest. The predator's gaze turned toward them. Every instinct in Emma's body screamed to run, but she could not leave the little creature behind. "Stay close to me," she whispered to the alien. The predator moved slowly, each step heavy and loud. Emma scanned the area. There was a narrow path between the rocks. If she could lead the predator there, maybe she could escape. But the creature was fast, and the path was dangerous. One wrong move, and they would all be trapped. Emma took a deep breath and stepped forward. "Come on," she said softly, encouraging the tiny alien to follow. They moved carefully, hiding behind boulders when the predator roared again. The creature seemed to understand that Emma was trying to protect it. It fluttered behind her, tiny wings moving quickly. Suddenly, another sound filled the air, a series of sharp, metallic screeches. Emma froze. More predators were coming. She counted at least 3 more, smaller but still dangerous. Her mind raced. How could one human mother protect these tiny creatures from a whole pack of hunters? Emma's child tugged at her hand, eyes wide with fear. "Mom, what's happening?" the child whispered. Emma forced a smile, hiding her own fear. "We have to be brave. We can do this," she said, her voice steady, even as her heart raced. They ran along the rocky path. The glowing alien held safely in Emma's arms. The predators were fast, faster than she expected. One claw scraped the ground close to her feet. Sparks flew. Emma jumped over a fallen rock, landing hard but keeping her grip on the creature. She could feel the warmth of its tiny body, and it gave her courage. Ahead, she saw a small cave. It was dark, but it might be safe. Emma rushed toward it, glancing back to see the predators closing in. One of them leaped forward, its claws almost touching her shoulder. Emma dove into the cave. The creature clutched tightly to her chest. She pulled her child in behind her. Inside, the cave was cold and damp. Emma pressed herself against the wall, breathing heavily. Her child clung to her side. The tiny alien curled into her arms, trembling. For a moment, everything was silent except for their breathing. Then, the predator's roar echoed outside. They could hear it scratching at the rocks, trying to enter. Emma knew they could not stay hidden forever. She needed a plan. Her mind raced, remembering the survival techniques she had learned on Earth and during her training for space missions. She had to protect these creatures at all costs. Emma looked at the glowing alien. Its blue eyes were fixed on her. Somehow, she understood that it trusted her completely. She felt a wave of determination. "I will keep you safe," she whispered, "no matter what." Suddenly, a thought struck her. The predators might not expect a human to fight back. Emma scanned the cave and found a few sharp rocks and broken pieces of metal. If she could use them to create traps or distractions, she might buy time to escape. She motioned for her child to stay quiet and calm. Together, they prepared to defend themselves. Hours passed, or maybe minutes' time seemed to stretch in the tense silence. Then, without warning, the predators attacked the entrance of the cave. Emma threw a heavy rock, hitting one predator on the head. It roared in pain, stumbling backward. Another predator lunged forward, but the glowing alien made a sudden, high-pitched sound. Emma was surprised. It seemed the creature was trying to communicate or scare them away. The predators hesitated, confused by the alien's strange noise. Emma seized the moment. She grabbed a sharp metal shard and slashed at the nearest predator's leg. It roared in pain again, giving her enough time to push her child and the tiny alien deeper into the cave. Emma realized she was not just fighting to survive. She was fighting for a whole species. These creatures were innocent, defenseless, and if she failed, they would be destroyed. A fierce determination filled her heart. She would not let them die. As night fell, the predators finally retreated, leaving Emma and the little alien alone in the cave. Her body ached and her clothes were torn, but she held the creature close. Her child hugged her tightly. "We did it, Mom," the child whispered. Emma smiled, though she knew this was only the beginning. The predators would return, and the danger was far from over. She looked at the tiny alien and said, "We are going to help you. I promise." The alien blinked slowly, almost as if it understood. In that moment, Emma realized that this unexpected war was not just a fight for survival. It's the start of a bond that could change the fate of an entire species. Outside, the strange purple sky glowed faintly under the light of the twin suns. The wind carried whispers of the alien forest, and somewhere in the distance, the predators prowled, waiting for their next chance. Emma knew she had to be ready. The war had begun, and she was at the center of it.